My beloved. Before we go deeper, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another prophetic message designed to awaken your faith and prepare you for what's coming next. Now, if you believe in the power of God's divine timing, if you trust that heaven still moves mountains for those who walk in faith, type this in the comments right now: I believe in God. Let your declaration be seen in the spirit realm. Every time you write those words, you align yourself with heaven's will, declaring, I am ready to receive what God has prepared for me. Today, the angels have a powerful, emotional message for you. One that may bring tears to your eyes because it speaks to something your soul has been waiting for a long time to hear. The message is this: this person is about to shock everyone. They're choosing you. Beloved, there's someone in your life, or soon entering your life, who's been battling between the opinions of others and the truth of their heart. They've been torn between fear and love, image and authenticity, comfort and calling. For a while, they might have pretended not to see you, not to feel the connection, not to believe in what their spirit was whispering. But now, heaven says, they can't deny it anymore. This person's heart has been awakened. Their eyes have been opened. The veil of confusion has been lifted, and they are finally realizing that you are not just another person. You are their divine match, their ordained partner, the one heaven set apart for them long before either of you understood what love truly meant. For some of you, this is someone who once walked away. They might have chosen someone else, or listened to others' opinions, or been too afraid to follow the spiritual connection they felt with you. But God says in Isaiah 43:19, Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. The angels are saying that this person's heart is being renewed. The same individual who once hesitated is now being moved by divine conviction. They're not the same person anymore. Their spirit has been humbled, softened, and awakened to what truly matters. And that revelation will not only shock the people around them, it will surprise even you. Because when they come forward, they will not come halfway. They will not come uncertain or hesitant. They will come with boldness, clarity, and divine timing. They are choosing you in a way that silences doubt, breaks delay, and honors the connection that heaven itself ordained. You may not realize it, but for months, maybe even years, this person has been wrestling with God. Every time they tried to move forward with someone else, something inside them felt empty. Every time they tried to forget you, their spirit was restless. Even in moments of success or distraction, there was this persistent longing, this deep soul pull that wouldn't let go. The angels are saying that what they were feeling was not confusion. It was recognition. Their spirit recognized you long before their mind could make sense of it. And now the time of awakening has come. Proverbs 19:21 says, Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. For a long time, this person tried to follow their own plans. Maybe they chased career ambitions, family approval, or comfort zones that looked stable but weren't spiritually aligned. But God has intervened. Heaven is redirecting their steps back to you, not because of manipulation or chance, but because the purpose of God always prevails. Right now, the angels are surrounding this person. They're whispering truth into their spirit, reminding them of moments that led them to you. Your laughter, your compassion, your strength, your prayers. You might not even realize how much your prayers have been influencing this person's life. Every time you prayed, God, if this person is part of my destiny, awaken them, those prayers became light. That light has been guiding them through confusion, through heartbreak, through fear, until they finally saw what God wanted them to see. And what they see now is you. They see your purity, your resilience, the way you love without games, the way you forgive, the way you glow even after everything you've been through. They see what heaven has seen all along, that you are not ordinary. You are chosen. The angels are saying this person is about to make a bold move. For some of you, it will be a phone call, a message, or even a face-to-face confession that will change everything. You won't have to chase, beg, or prove anything. God is doing the proving for you. The Spirit is convicting their heart so deeply that they cannot rest until they make things right. This is why lately you've been feeling a strange calm, like something is coming, but you can't explain what. It's the peace before manifestation. Your soul knows that heaven has already written the next chapter. Beloved, when God restores something, He doesn't bring it back the same. He resurrects it in glory. This isn't just about reconciliation, it's about redemption. God is redeeming the years of waiting, the tears of disappointment, and the pain of rejection. He's turning what the enemy meant for harm into a divine testimony that will glorify Him. You might wonder, but why now? Why not earlier? The angels say because both of you needed preparation. You had to heal from past wounds, and they had to face their ego and pride. God was shaping both of you individually, so that when He brought you back together, nothing and no one could separate you again. Proverbs 18:12 reminds us, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. That's exactly what's happened here. This person had to be humbled before they could be honored with your love. They had to lose what was false before they could recognize what was real. And now, heaven is giving them the courage to choose you publicly. Yes, publicly. This will not be a hidden love, a secret connection, or a half-hearted situation. The angels are clear. This person is ready to honor you in front of others. That's why it will shock everyone. Some people around them might not approve. Some might gossip. Some might question why them? Why now? But your soulmate, your divine partner, will stand firm and say, because this is the person God chose for me. God is saying in Matthew 19:6, so they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Your connection is not man-made, it's heaven-ordained, and no opposition can undo what God has sealed in the Spirit. Beloved, your season of delay is ending. The spiritual warfare that once surrounded your love life is being broken. The angels are fighting for your union, and the one who once hesitated is about to walk boldly toward you with conviction, humility, and love. You might even feel it already, the shift. You might wake up with peace, or feel their energy drawing near, or notice signs around you like repeated numbers, songs, or dreams of reunion. Those are confirmations from heaven saying, get ready. This person is being led by God to make a decision that will change both of your lives. And when they do, everything will move quickly. Doors will open, families will be reconciled, and blessings will overflow. Because when you align with divine purpose, acceleration follows. Let's pause here, take a deep breath, and let that truth settle into your heart. Say it out loud with faith, I am chosen by divine purpose. Feel the power of those words as they activate your faith. The angels want you to stay expectant, not anxious. You don't need to chase. Heaven is arranging the meeting. You don't need to convince anyone. God is revealing the truth. You don't need to force timing. Divine time is unfolding. And as this happens, keep your focus on your own spiritual growth. Stay close to God, because when your blessing comes, you'll need spiritual maturity to handle it with grace. Remember Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. The more you seek God, the more He aligns everything else. Love, purpose, and destiny. If you're feeling this message in your spirit right now, type it boldly in the comments, blessed and ready. Let heaven and your angels see your declaration of faith. This is not just a story of love, it's a story of restoration, divine justice, and God's perfect timing. Sometimes God allows separation so that elevation can take place. Sometimes He allows confusion so that clarity can be born. You've been in a waiting room feeling forgotten, but in the spirit realm, the tables are being turned. Beloved, listen carefully. God is saying in Isaiah 60:22, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. You see, there is a moment called the divine hour, the point where everything aligns, hearts soften, and the person meant for you finally wakes up. The angels are whispering that this divine hour has begun for you. There's a person who thought they could live without you. They tried to replace you, but every imitation fell flat. They tried to forget your name, but your spirit kept showing up in their dreams. They tried to distract themselves with work, noise, or other people, but your presence was divinely woven into their soul. And now God has touched their heart. What once looked like pride is melting into surrender. And the beautiful part, the people who once mocked you, those who said they'll never come back, are about to watch in awe as God writes a new chapter in your story. The angels say, this person's return is not random, it's restoration. It's prophecy being fulfilled. Before we go on, type in the comments, I believe in divine timing, if you know this word is for you. That simple act of faith connects your spirit to the flow of heaven right now. Let's pause on this for a second. When God gives you, you've waited long enough. You've cried, you've prayed, you've stayed silent when others mocked, and you've chosen peace over proving yourself. Heaven noticed. Angels have been watching how you handled what could have destroyed you. And they're saying this moment of divine reversal is not random. The one who is about to shock everyone by choosing you is not just acting from emotion. They are acting from divine conviction. This person tried to run from destiny. They tried to reason their way out of what their spirit already knew, that you are the one God set apart for them. And while the world may think they're making a sudden decision, heaven knows this has been building quietly for months, maybe even years. The angels are saying this person has been under spiritual pressure. Dreams, signs, memories, songs, and sudden emotions have been pulling them back toward you. They couldn't explain it, but lately something powerful shifted in their heart. They stopped resisting. They realized that peace isn't found in wealth, status, or popularity. Peace is found where the soul feels safe. And that's what you gave them. You gave them a sense of safety, warmth, and love that no one else could imitate. When others chased them for gain, you prayed for them in secret. When they ignored you, you still blessed them. You forgave them even when they broke your heart. And that's what made heaven move. Because forgiveness opens the door for miracles. Matthew 6:33 reminds us, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. You chose to seek God instead of revenge. And that's why this connection is coming full circle. Angels say the tables are turning. But this time it's not about payback. It's about divine realignment. This person who once looked past you is about to make a public choice that no one saw coming. Friends, family, maybe even fans or followers will be shocked. Some won't understand it. They'll say, why them? Or what changed? But the truth is, love changed everything. Divine love awakened their soul. The kind of love that's not loud, not superficial, but anchored in destiny. Angels are saying, the same way Joseph was chosen in silence but exalted in public, you too are entering that moment of recognition. For so long, your love story seemed hidden, like it was unfolding behind spiritual curtains. But heaven says the curtains are about to open. The scene is changing. The act of waiting is over. There's a crown of honor waiting for those who endured without losing faith. You didn't let bitterness corrupt your heart. You kept loving, praying, and trusting, even when it didn't make sense. Proverbs 18:12 declares, before destruction the heart of a man is haughty, but humility comes before honor. You have walked through humility. Now, the angels say, honor is next. This person, the one whose heart feels like home to your spirit, is awakening to who you really are. They may have overlooked your worth before, but heaven never did. And now God is revealing the truth to them in dreams, visions, and divine encounters. They're seeing your face in moments of prayer. They're hearing your name in songs. They're feeling conviction when they try to run from what their heart knows is divine alignment. You might not see movement yet, but in the spirit, everything is accelerating. Angels are rearranging their path, clearing distractions and shutting doors that once kept them bound to fear or pride. You're about to witness a holy interruption, a moment where everything that didn't make sense before suddenly clicks into place. Isaiah 43:19 says, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. That's what's happening for you. The wilderness of waiting is turning into a path of fulfillment. The dry season of silence is becoming a river of communication. There's a sacred energy around you right now. Heaven's preparing you emotionally and spiritually to receive what you once thought you lost. The angels are saying, this isn't just reconciliation, this is revelation. This person isn't coming back the same way they left. They've been refined by time, tested by life, and humbled by divine truth. When God chooses someone for you, no human opinion can override divine decision. What's written in heaven cannot be erased by earth's confusion. The angels say this is a sovereign love, not an ordinary one. This is a connection that survived storms, silence, and separation because its foundation wasn't built on flesh. It was built on faith. You were not just a chapter in their story. You are the revelation of their purpose. You carry the grace that activates their destiny. When they're around you, they feel closer to God, more grounded, more seen. And that's why heaven is saying they're choosing you, because destiny always calls you back to your true home. And for this person, you are home. Beloved, I want you to take a deep breath and say aloud, I am chosen by divine design, because you are. You were chosen long before they realized it. God planted you in their path as a mirror of divine love, not to control them, not to fix them, but to remind them of what's real. Angels are saying this person's heart has been restless. They've been trying to fill a void with worldly success, yet nothing satisfied. The laughter was empty, the applause felt hollow, the achievements didn't heal the ache. That ache was the absence of alignment. And the moment they surrendered to God, the moment they said, Lord, show me the truth, your image returned to their spirit. There are moments when divine timing moves like a river, quietly, but irresistibly. You may not hear it, but everything is flowing toward fulfillment. The angels are whispering that October to December holds divine appointments. For some of you, this will manifest as a sudden message, a confession, or a public declaration. For others, it may appear as a divine dream where the person finally speaks what their soul has been holding back. They'll say, I can't fight this anymore. They'll say, God told me you're the one. They'll say, I don't care what people think. I choose you. And when it happens, remember, this was never about your effort. This was about God's orchestration. Heaven wrote this love story, and now it's unfolding in perfect sequence. Romans 8:28 reminds us, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. That includes the heartbreak, the silence, the detours, the delays. Every moment was part of the divine setup for this restoration. So if you're listening right now, don't lose heart. You haven't been forgotten. You're being positioned. Every rejection was redirection. Every tear was intercession. Every delay was divine preparation. Angels say you're about to witness what faith looks like when it becomes visible. That person is not coming because of guilt. They're coming because of grace. God's grace has opened their eyes, softened their heart, and humbled their pride. Some of you might even feel it in your spirit tonight. That strange calm before a breakthrough. That's not imagination. That's alignment. Heaven is confirming what your heart already knows. They're choosing you, and it's about to be made known. I want you to write in the comments right now, I believe in divine alignment, because your agreement activates the promise. Heaven responds to faith. Angels are watching for words of agreement because your faith becomes the permission for miracles to manifest. Now, I want you to imagine that moment when they finally look at you and say the words you've prayed to hear. The moment the confusion clears and their heart speaks truth. It will feel surreal, but it will also feel inevitable, because your souls were never truly apart. They were learning, growing, healing. And now, they're ready to love from a place of maturity, not fear. They're ready to build, not just chase. They're ready to commit, not just promise. And when they choose you, remember, love them with grace. Don't lead with pride, lead with peace. Because what's coming next is not just romance, it's a kingdom union. You two are destined to impact others through your love, to show that they were born to lead in a visible world. You were born to lead in a spiritual one. Together you form balance, heaven and earth meeting through love. This is why your connection carries such resistance. The union is meant to unlock doors not only for you, but for many others. Heaven says this partnership will bring promotion in the natural and awakening in the spiritual. You'll notice when the two of you connect again, favor begins to multiply. Projects accelerate. Unexpected finances appear. Opportunities find you. That's not coincidence. It's confirmation. Two anointed souls in unity always trigger overflow. Psalm 133, 1-3 says, "Behold, how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity, for there the Lord commands the blessing." When hearts chosen by God come into agreement, blessing isn't requested, it's commanded.